some splashes. Oh, that's crazy that all your work is coming from here. I mean, I'm not surprised. Is it mostly the Midwest too?
No, it's all over the States, mostly New York. I think it's
mostly New York.
So much time here, you know what I mean? Like, I just got more contacts out here. Well, people know my work more out here. I find Australia is like, people either want the same names they have all the time.
So Damien, this is your 27th day on this?
27 days.
Damien, I'm curious, man.
Yep.
With your impeccable style and control and just brilliant designs and
Thanks, bro.
who inspired you, man? Like when you were coming up, where did all this influence come from to do like hyperrealism and then incorporating different things with your graffiti, like the folded tape and stuff like that, pieces? Like where did your inspiration come from all this? Are you traditionally trained artist, or did it?
No, I was a terrible student, man. I didn't even make it through high school. I was booted out of high school for painting graffiti. No, like, I mean, a lot of the stuff you just kind of learn on the job, you know what I mean? Like, trial and error, you know.
Trains is where it started for you, though, pretty much?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, running around my hometown. I used to work in a house paint store, so I'd be able to, like, go rack the cans from there after work and go, like, fuck around town. It was great fun. And then, you know, I moved to Czech Republic when I was 17, and over there's just a real healthy scene, you know what I mean? Like guys pushing and like, I don't know, when I was a kid, I was really looking up to like Can2, who's a writer out of Germany.
Yeah, dude.
Beautiful writer. And then a lot of like, you know, the character guys, like Damien was kind of coming up at that time as well.
Damien? Okay.
Spanish guy. And yeah, I think just like being around cool shit, you just want to try new things all the time, you know what I mean? I mean, at this stage, I think, you know, when you paint a bunch of portraits after a while, you kind of want to start going, all right, what can I add to them to make it more interesting for yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've been digging like the whole textures, like playing with different glass or honey or foil or any of those kind of things, which just kind of add a little bit extra element to it. Yeah, look, I think what initially sold me was the fucking DIY innovation shit. You know what I mean? Like, you want to go out and do something, do it yourself before fucking you find a reason not to.
I mean, it's kind of a cool thing, like how it started. Like these kids were just like running around in the train tunnels and like
screaming into the void.
Yeah, and literally just like painting on these like gigantic steel canvases.
Right.
You know, and like
right.
Not realizing how it was going to affect everybody.
I was lucky. I got to paint in like Ghana a couple of years ago, Mongolia, India, and all these places. I'm like, there are kids doing with the same emotion, you know what I mean? That kind of like sense of disillusionment, sense of like lost in the world, just want to have their say before they fucking don't, you know what I mean? So I think what these artists tapped into in the 60s and 70s in New York is in everybody, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of kind of putting a name to it and putting a style to it. Yeah.
Who were like musical influence?
Yeah, I was a skater kid, you know, running around, being a punk rocker. So at that time I was into like, you know, a lot of the bands were kind of speaking to that feeling of disillusionment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I find it still, like, whenever I'm put on certain songs, it changes how I paint. You know, if I'm like, got a bunch I need to fucking smash out, put on some heavy shit, and suddenly you're working in turbo time, you know?
Yeah. Who's your heavy shit, bro?
Oh, I recently got my kid a Sepultura, Best of Sepultura CD.
Sepultura?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Big fan of like the early Sepultura.
Real hard.
Cavalera shit, yeah. And my kid fucking loves it. He will like sing along in Brazilian about like fuck. I mean,
how old is he now?
In Portuguese, 2.5.
Oh,
yeah. And also it makes you look at the world differently. Like he's trying to grasp language, right? So he's trying to like find these terms and just make connections, right? So he's like, we gave him a beanie, like a hat, and he's been calling it his blanket hat. Like, of course, it's made of blankets, you know what I mean? It's a cool way, and like, you know, it's got me thinking about the world more in different ways. A blanket hat. Or his robot car, he has like a a tractor, like a toy tractor, which he calls his robot car. Cool. So yeah, we're here at Fort Wayne, Indiana, the site of Electric Works, which is a former GE factory. And they've had me paint this mural on the car park for the last month. And it's kind of a celebration of the whole area, you know what I mean? So it's like some old photographs from the factory back when it was in use, mixed up with some like patterns which were invented here. Some kids kind of engaging in, you know, modern scientific endeavors. Some endemic birds and flowers, and, you know, a bunch of bright, colorful stuff to turn a big grey parking garage into a mural.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, so through this tunnel behind us, it leads us into like the whole Electric Works campus, where there's like a trade school for kids, there's like a food court, a bunch of offices and this kind of thing. And then on the other side, there's going to be apartments. Like this area of town was kind of like unloved for 20 years and kind of left to kind of fall into dilapidation. And so they're trying to bring it back to life, you know. And this is step one.
So revitalizing through art and, you know, bringing, yeah, as you're saying, modern art.
Yeah, it's actually a good view. If you get up on this building, it's hard to do, but if you go across the way, up on the roof, you can actually see it all in one big place. But it's cool, like the freight train comes by here every day.
Dude,
So I've been jumping down and hitting little panels.
Have you been to Fort Wayne before? Or?
No, first time in Fort Wayne. And honestly, I haven't really explored much beyond these 5 blocks, you know. Like I've got a bike I've been riding around on and like going out to like for a beer after work or whatever. And there's a cool like 3 rivers confluence here in town.
Yeah.
It's a pretty part of town. Yeah, man, Fort Wayne's, for a size of the city like it is, it's got a mural scene I didn't expect, you know.